Fulton, good to see you again.
Yeah, you too, Dave. I'm here with a detective of Hampshire Police. He'll be helping with the search for Jessica.
Morning. My name's Detective Marcus Reynolds. I specialise in missing persons, most notably children. I understand that your sister-in-law, Jessica, is missing.
Not currently my sister-in-law, but yeah, take a seat.
And what's your name?
Hannah.
Nice to meet you, Hannah. How are you feeling?
Fine. Just fine. Tired. I've been looking for her all night.
Yes, well, most medium risk cases don't last 72 hours. First thing, thank you for contacting us as soon as possible. Most people think you've got to wait 24 hours, but it's just not the case. I just need to ask a few questions concerning Jessica.
Oh, what do you need to know?
Well, am I right in assuming you're not Jessica's parents?
I'm her sister. Our parents died in a car crash years ago. She stays with our grandparents now.
And where are they?
They're on holiday. They've been gone for 2 weeks. They'll be back in 10 days.
We're currently her guardians whilst they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay, we're trying to contact them as we speak. Well, I just need a few minor details. I need a full name, physical description, date of birth, hair colour, eye colour, anything like that, height. It would help if you have a recent photo.
Her name's Jessica Emily Webb. She's 15. I'll get you a picture.
Thank you. Dave, do you mind me asking you a few questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
When did you last see Jessica?
I guess last time I saw her was when she left the house.
And do you often leave her on her own?
She's old enough. Why?
Nothing. How was she? Has she acted differently in the last week, last night?
I mean, she seemed pretty normal to me, but you can never really tell with teenagers.
Very true. Okay, how was she in school?
She's fine.
Thank
I
you.
mean, she seems smart.
That's good to hear, but I meant socially.
Oh, she's got a lot of friends, a few friends. She sees them a lot.
And have you tried contacting them?
Well, yeah, of course. We contacted everyone she knows.
And no word from them. They haven't seen or heard anything of Jessica's whereabouts?
They haven't, no.
Well, I mean, don't you think we would have told you that already?
I understand you're working hard. So are we. We just need to double check any possibilities.
She was my responsibility. I was supposed to look after her. I turned my back just once and look what happened.
I believe I have all the basic information. Could you tell me a bit about her personality?
Well, growing up with her was a challenge. I mean, like all sisters, we fought, but apart from that, we got along really well.
And you, Dave?
Well, I mean, we spoke from time to time, just small talk, and didn't really speak that much.
Would you say she was an introvert in some way?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, she was always smiling and out with her friends.
Or an introvert can still go out with her friends, but do you think she was truly happy?
Well, yeah, she just said Jessica's happy.
She said she goes out with her friends, not that she was happy.
We recently got engaged. We were out celebrating, and when we came back, that's when we realised she was gone.
Just to clarify, you left her alone in the house.
Yeah.
Was she okay with being left alone last night?
Oh, yeah, she seemed absolutely fine, normal.
You realise she's a minor,
She can look after herself.
so what did you do when you got back?
Well, we came in around 11 and I checked my purse and there was some money missing, and then we realised she wasn't in her room.
And that's when we started to panic and thought she'd run away.
I see. So you called 999. 12 hours after the disappearance.
Yeah.
It just seems a bit strange, that's all. If you were distressed and worried, why wait so long?
Oh, we were worried, but we didn't want to waste police time if it wasn't serious.
I see. Even so, waiting a whole 12 hours, it's a bit unusual.
What's with all these pointless questions? We could be out there looking for her right now instead of talking about these stupid things.
I understand, but there's nowhere you could look that we aren't currently looking. So please calm down and answer my questions, because they would certainly do more good than you pointlessly wandering around the streets. The best thing we can do now is be calm, be cooperative, and let us handle everything. Hello? Yep. Okay. That's great. Thank you, Stephen. Bye. Good news. We've made contact with your grandparents. They know the situation and they'll be home as soon as possible.
Thank God.
Do you know when they'll be back?
A flight from Australia is 20 plus hours. They won't be here for another day. I'm sorry, but we need to get on with the interview.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
A common way to track runaways is through credit transactions. This way we can see where she's been and possibly see where she's heading.
I don't think she has a credit card. I'm not even sure my grandparents use theirs. She wanted one, but they said not till she's older.
I suppose she may be a bit too young for a credit card. Runaways just seem to forget about it, and it ends up being quite a useful tracking method. I forgot to ask, what's your relationship like with Jessica?
Well,
It just seems a bit strange that she's fine with her grandparents, but as soon as you come to stay, she runs away.
What are you trying to say? You're trying to say we have something to do with this?
No, I'm just saying it seems connected is all.
that's what we thought at first, but no, I don't know.
Do you get along? Do you see her often?
Not as often as I'd like, but when we do see each other, we get along really well. But I always think she's been a bit jealous of Dave.
What?
Well, you are her closest relative. Perhaps she feels some sense of abandonment. The fact that you've moved on with your life, which obviously you didn't mean, but maybe she can't quite cope with you moving on after your parents. How did you cope when your parents passed away?
I was 14. I was a mess. I was so consumed with my own grief that I didn't think to ask how Jessica was doing. She was so young, I thought she'd just forget about it, you know?
I understand. Well, I think I've got everything I need. Is there anything else you'd like to declare?
No, I don't think so, no.
Any evidence that might be useful at all?
You can look in her room. It's upstairs, second on the left.
Thank you.
Huh?
What?
Why are we wasting time doing this when we could be out there looking for her?
He's here to help look for her. Now sit down and stop your ego from getting in the way.
Thank you for letting me have a look around. I think I may have found something. Do you know what this is?
No, I've never seen it before.
Well, it looks like a diary. It's got some song lyrics, doodles, and she's written stuff about you two. She seems to be quite low at the moment, and she's visiting a Mr. Johnson.
That's our GP. Why would she be seeing him? Our grandparents didn't tell us she was ill.
I'm not entirely sure, but we need to get in contact with this man. He may have some information as to her whereabouts or her conditions.
Sir, I found something.
Who's it from?
It's a doctor's note from Mr. Johnson.
This note says that Jessica is being treated for the initial stages of depression. It's got a list of treatment and drugs for her to cope. Did you know about this?
What? No.
Let me see the letter.
No, this is now key evidence. I can't show it to you. Are you sure you knew nothing about this?
Our grandparents didn't tell us anything, nothing at all. I don't understand why they go away and not tell us.
Hannah, we need to call your grandparents.
But she's my sister.
Hannah, this is now a high-risk situation. You need to call your grandparents. Dave, could you give us a minute, please? Let them know at the station that this is now a high-risk situation.
Yeah. Sir, this is Officer Taunton. The situation is now at high risk. The missing person is known to be mentally unstable and at risk.
Take this back to the station and I'll stay here in case any more evidence arises.
I will do. I will brief them fully.
Thank you.
I contacted my grandparents. They're getting on a plane now.
You asked them why they didn't tell us about Jess's depression.
I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't think it'd do anyone any good.
Fine, I suppose they had their reasons.
I'm just so confused.
It was irresponsible for your grandparents to go on holiday knowing the condition that Jess is currently in.
I mean, she had no reason. She just left. Why would she just leave her?
Dave, please calm down.
No, someone really needs to do something about
Please
this.
calm down. Go grab yourself a glass of water.
Please find her.
We're doing all we can. I promise. You just need to sit tight and wait it out.
I'm sorry about earlier. I just wanted to be safe. You know.
It's all right. The best thing we can do now is just wait. Who knows, she might come back later this evening.
He's right, Dave.
Well, I think I'm about done here. I'll head down to the station and document what we found. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Detective, for all your help.
Thank you.
I'll let you know if we find anything.
Well, I mean, maybe we should try calling her just one more time.
She's not going to answer. How many times have we tried? Jess? Jess, are you there? Jess? Jess, please come home. I'm not mad. I just want you to be safe. Jess, I love you so much. It was her. It had to be her.
What should we do? Should we get Marcus back?
I don't think so. I think she's coming home.
Jess!
Yes!
This drama was created by the Southampton Solent Film and Television course for the benefit of Hampshire Police, the Society of St James, Barnardos and CAMS. Every 5 minutes, a child runs away from home. That's 100,000 a year in the UK alone. The drama you just watched shows a possible scenario for any of these cases. Children in care are more likely to run away, as are children with learning difficulties, drug users, and children from broken families. Below you can see some organisations that work together in situations like these. These organisations are useful whether you're a runaway or a guardian searching for a loved one. The information and service they provide will undoubtedly help in the safety of Hampshire's children. Do not hesitate to contact them. They are here to answer your questions and help. Your situation may not be as bad as you think, or it could be worse than you think. In many cases, children who end up alone on the streets are at risk of sexual exploitation, developing an addiction to drugs or alcohol dependency. They are also highly at risk of abuse and violence. Once again, the information below will greatly benefit those in need, which could be you. Thank you for watching.